Hi, I'm Alexis, and this is my guide to the Amalgamation Chamber. This is a two-phase fight. In the first phase, you'll be fighting two elementals, Eternal Blaze and Essence of Shadow. These elementals do not share their health pool. On Heroic, it's important to tank the elementals away from each other on separate sides of the room, or they will deal 200% increased damage. Also, both elementals have pulsing energy spewing out, which continuously damages nearby players, and it also stacks. Split the raid in two and have one tank on each elemental. The Eternal Blaze abilities are Blazing Heat. This is the stacking pulsing damage spread to players within 50 yards. Fiery Meteor. This is a large fiery circle on the floor which everyone should soak, or have one player with immunity take it. Molten Eruption. This ability is only on Heroic, which spawns circles on the ground that explode after a few seconds. Soak these. Swirling Flame. The boss throws 3 fire tornadoes towards a random player. Avoid these. These can cross over to the other side of the room, so everyone needs to keep an eye out. And Flame Slash. This is the ability that hits the tank. The abilities for Essence of Shadow are Corrupting Shadow. This is the same as Blazing Heat, which is a stacking pulsing damage spread to players within 50 yards. Coalescing Void. A purple circle on the floor will pull nearby players towards it. Stay as far as you can from it, cause it will explode, and the closer you are, the more damage you get. Umbral Detonation. Random players will get a buff, which will explode after 6 seconds, damaging surrounding players. So be a sport and go off to the side. You'll leave a purple goop on the floor after the explosion, which can damage players that can go over it. Shadow's Convergence. This ability is only on Heroic. Purple orbs come from afar into the boss. Avoid these because they cause damage when hit. And Shadow Spike. This is the ability that hits the tank. When one of the elementals reaches 50% health, the elementals amalgamate to form one big elemental, the Shadow Flame Amalgamation. The amalgamation's health is a combination of the remaining health for both elementals, so try to get both elementals close to 50% at the same time. The abilities for amalgamation are Shadow Flame Contamination. The boss will pulse every 10 seconds, reducing players' maximum health by 1% and applying a dot that inflicts shadow damage every 2 seconds. Save your Bloodlust for this stage to nuke the boss down fast. Gloom Configuration. Just like Fiery Meteor, players need to soak this. If less than 5 people go to soak, the raid will wipe. After the explosion, an orb will spawn which will explode shortly after. Run away to avoid this damage. Blistering Twilight. Random players will get this debuff which will explode and damage nearby players after 6 seconds, so move out of the raid with these. But be aware, cause after they explode, they will leave a puddle on the floor that damages players on it. And it also shoots out flames towards the raid. Avoid these. Convergent Eruption. On Heroic, another set of soak circles will spawn across the room. Be sure not to miss any. Orbs will spawn from the circles, which will slowly travel towards the boss. Avoid these as well. The last two abilities are for the tanks, which are Withering Vulnerability. This gives physical damage and increases Shadow Flame damage taken by 200%. And Shadow Flame Burst. This ability deals a frontal of Shadow Flame damage, so make sure the boss is not facing the raid. Be sure to swap tanks after each Withering Vulnerability, cause getting hit by Shadow Flame Burst while having the Withering Vulnerability debuff will destroy you. And those are the boss abilities for the Amalgamation Chamber. Be sure to check out my other boss guides. Good luck, and thank you for watching.